I will make sure that the direction of crypto and Bitcoin's future stays in the United States and not goes abroad. I will back giving the 50 million crypto holders in the country the right to self-custody. With your vote, I say this. Liz Warren and her thugs will not be able to get to your Bitcoin. And I will never let a central bank make its own digital currency. As we can see with Donald Trump, the former president of the United States, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are now a vote issue. There are 50 million users in the US, which means there are 50 million possible votes. Guys, read between the lines. Do they really want Bitcoin, or are they just trying to get you to vote for them? After that, what's going on? Hi, Crypto Crew. Sean is back with another video about cryptocurrency. Visit bitcoinbros101.com to learn more about us before you start. We have learning ebooks, a basic guide to technical analysis, and an all-inclusive guide to getting started with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. You can also find these books on Amazon. Please feel free to check them out. Thank you for your help. To get right to it, the price of Bitcoin right now is $67.5K. What do we see today? What are all of these lines on this chart? This is the Gann chart. Now tell me why this is important. What does this tell us? Check out these Gann lines. In broad support levels, these Gann lines show where support and resistance are. So you should look at both these curves and the straight lines. That's why the straight lines and curves provide strong pushback. And these vertical lines can stand in the way or help it. First, let's talk about what happened after Bitcoin hit bottom. We traded in this channel and went above this green line, then fell below it, hit our head, and landed right above it. We went back up and slowed down, right? Both this green line and this first curve, and a lot of things are coming together right now, but look what happened. We moved on to the next lag once the 20-day moving average blew through this. Then we came up and blew through this horizontal. We didn't even stop here. Then they went back down to test this level again and see what was going on. The same price movement. This 20-day moving average is putting pressure on us right now. Could there be a big move by the end of June? Yes. Where is the next uptrend lag? What do we pay attention to? The next straight line on this chart would take us to 103,000, but here there is a curve that you need to pay attention to. It looks like this curve is getting close to $90,000. It might get into the 80s now if it takes a little longer. Time is what it's built on. This will take until around September. Around 87, we'll run into some pushback. But, if we go up quickly, let's say to 91, that's 87 to 91 right here at this curve. But the horizontal goal right now is 102,000. That is, right at that $100,000 mark. That's what the Gantt charts show. We go even further and look at where the straight and curved lines are the steepest. This will happen afterward. That's between $127,000 and $130,000 for this horizontal, up to almost $150,000. The Bitcoin six-figure mark is coming up soon. And why is this going to take place right now? Cryptocurrency is being used by more traditional banks. Crypto is becoming more popular in regular finance as banks slowly add digital assets to their services. That's why we can see these aims for 100,000 or more. Stock Money Lizards has something to say about Ethereum. Alts will also have their time. But take a look at the second half. What does ETH do? Trade has been going in a straight line for a while now. This is a chart for each month. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 months before we saw what was up and to the right. The second split. Check out what happened. 1, 2, 3, and a little less time left before we went right and up. The last thing we did was cut this in half. What will happen in the next 6 to 8 months? Could we get $10,000, $15,000, or $25,000 worth of ETH? It looked like that was in the cards. If you're not ready, it's time to buckle up. TA right now, Trader Allen is also showing you that we're still in third base. We're setting up these bases and then hitting off of them. Setting up a base and then bouncing off. Setting up a base and then bouncing off. We usually have 4 bases and these parabola curves go up. Before you get that blow off top, it's time to leave your job. One more update. Bitcoin is repeating moves from the past. It has retested the trend line and will now go up in a parabola. He is making a comparison between 2013 and 2017 and 2020 and now. The top blows off, and then there's the double bottom. This is the blow off top at 65,000, followed by a higher high. Put in a higher high for the last bear swing. After that, we break through this curve. Test again and break through this curve. Don't go up. Come back down and test again before we reach that peak. Is this what's going to happen in the next year or two? Take $2, $3, $4, and $500,000 in Bitcoin. Is that really possible? Anthony Scaramucci, founder and CEO of Skybridge Capital, has something to say about Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. Let's hear what Anthony has to say. It's a problem that Bitcoin is an 80-ball asset right now, so it went up. I think it started the year at 40 or something. It reached 73,000. To be exact, I believe the price is between 58 and 59,000 right now. It's also moving around a lot. Could it go back to 30,000? It seems possible to me. At this point, I don't think it will ever go to zero. But while people try to time the short-term and short-sell Bitcoin, the network itself is growing, and it's growing very quickly. That piece of digital property will become much more valuable over time as that network grows. This is called the network effect, and it is a Metcalfe law. I bought my first Bitcoin in 2020 when it was worth $17,000. It went up to 69,000. I was very smart. After that, it dropped from 69,000 to 17,000. I was a jerk. From 17,000, it's now 73,000. At 57,000 now, it dropped from 73 to 57. So I guess I'm not smart after all. I'm either a fool or a genius, depending on the situation. We're never really as smart or dumb as we seem. But if I'm right about this asset, it will sell at about the same value as gold. That means it's like gold, right? You want to know where the gold is. Let's look at this. Figure out how much gold is worth on the market. $15.69 quadrillion. What would happen to the price of Bitcoin if something like this happened? If we look at CoinMarketCap, we can see that Bitcoin has a market cap of about $1.327 trillion right now. We are going to split $15.69 trillion by $1.328 trillion. Right now, the time is being recorded. This can change based on when you see it, but that's about 11.8 miles from where we are now. 11.8, which is almost a 12x. It's already at 11.8, at $67,390. This Bitcoin is worth almost $800,000. That's $796,000. Do you know that? That's what Anthony Garamucci says then. If it turns into gold, it will be more than $500,000 or almost $1 million. What do you think? That's all I have to say for now. Before you leave, do you want to work with the Bitcoin Bros? People in the community? Check out our Patreon pass at www.bitcoinbros101.com. That's all I have to say for now. Hi, my name is Sean and I'm with the Bitcoin Bros. If you like what you're seeing, click the like button and give the show a thumbs up. Feel free to love us. Thank you for your help. That's all I have to say for now.